All right, let me get this recorded. But all right, we got. Excuse me. But we got death battle. We got death battle. I ain't do death battles in a minute. This gonna get posted on YouTube too tomorrow. But I ain't do death battle in a minute. And you know I gotta do this one, bro. We got Simon. We got Simon versus hold up. Simon versus Rayner, bro. Green Lantern versus Gurren Lagann. If you don't know the details, bro. Gurren Lagann is my favorite, like my second favorite anime of all time, bro. Second favorite anime of all time. I would not be here without this shit. It's so inspirational. I just mess with it heavy. But we're gonna get straight into this, bro. I know a little bit about White Lantern. I did read the comics a little bit about him. I know it's not what's the main Green Lantern dude name? I forgot. Cal Jordan? No, something Jordan. I know it's not him. It's another dude. Like I said, Kyle Rayner. But I know the White Lantern is busted. White Lantern and the Black Lantern, both of them are the busted like lanterns. But I think White is stronger a little bit. I don't know too much details. But you know, I'm going with my favorite, bro. I'm going with the drill. Like he's winning this, bro. I don't care, bro. I'm jumping up and down on that, bro. Pause. We getting straight with this, bro. All right, let's tap in. Let's tap in. All right. How's it loading? Oh, wait. What they doing? We started straight with this? Oh, the animation looked good for it though. We didn't.
Simone the Digger.
Simone, we didn't watch this shit in a minute, bro. We didn't do death battles in a minute. And I know there was like probably like three or four death battles that we didn't watch, but some of them are spoilers. And I never watched I didn't watch this new season of My Hero, and I don't want to get spoiled in My Hero. But all right, come on.
Rayner, the White Lantern.
I know he's busted though. Like he's busted, but Simon is busted.
Power to pierce the heavens,
like he's busted to the point he's beating Goku.
And it's
if you know, you know.
Weapons, armor, and skills to find out.
I know the White Lantern's beating Goku too, but still.
Deep underground, Jiha village lived in dreary isolation.
I gotta rewatch this show.
The wider world above their
the goats!
That's where the hero of our story comes in. The young man who would lead his comrades into the sunlight at last. Kamina, the great. And the other guy. Oh my God. From another mother, Simone. He was there too, I guess.
Simone was a digger, content to drill.
Age 21, 6'2".
Until the day he found the
pronounced Simone.
A key that activated the mysterious buried mech that Kamina named Lagann. Under his magnificently.
I watched the show like 5 times already. This show is goated, bro. This show is too goated.
After a life in the dark.
But the sky was by no means the limit. The surface was ruled by the cruel chimeric beastmen.
It's been a minute since I watched it over, but this is still up there.
The Earth for humanity, scoring a second mech in the process, aptly named Gurren.
And as befits Kamina and Simone's unbreakable brotherly bond, Gurren and Lagann merged, creating Gurren Lagann.
With Kamina the body and Simone the head, these two were unstoppable.
Of all the giant fighting robots in all the anime.
Nah, this is one of my first. This is my first mecha anime. I never watched mecha animes because I didn't think I would like it. But this was my first mecha anime, and then after this, I think I watched that other mecha anime. I forgot what it was called, but it was called like, damn, I forgot what it's called. This is the one with a character called Zero in it.
History, Gurren Lagann might just be the absolute coolest, fueled by its pilot's willpower and capable of making any weapon they can imagine.
Height, blah blah blah, runs on willpower, merges with larger machines, drills, missiles, sunglasses, boomerang, energy blast,
including missiles.
Darling of France, yeah, Darling of France.
Boomerang, and of course,
drills. Wrist-mounted drills, kunai drills, shield drills, kamehameha drills, and everyone's favorite, the Giga Drill Bureku.
Yo! Doggy with fucking 30 gifted goddamn subs. Oh my fucking God. Yo. W fucking doggy in the chat. Oh my God. Shit, chill, bro. Oh my God, bro. W doggy in the chat.
note, it is so funny that the
Oh my
only thing I
God.
could think of was drills. That's like if I
Oh,
made
we back at
boobs or
200
something, my
subs.
whole
Fuck.
personality.
With Gurren Lagann's awesome power,
Appreciate you, my
Kamina
boy.
laid waste to enemy forces, liberated human villages, and fomented a rebellion against the Beastmen King, Lord Genome.
Until Kamina died. Oh,
Yo, this is the first time ever. Like, I think this is like this is one of my like first like 20 animes that I watched, but this is the first time ever that I seen like somebody that I thought was the main character die, bro. Dead ass.
oh, wait, shit, was that supposed to happen?
Nope, and it was all Simon's fault. He let his willpower waver, and his soul brother paid the price.
Yeah.
After all, he was just a humble digger, at home in the darkness, guided solely by the light of Kamina's spirit.
So his big bro left him with these final words. Have faith
Why is it like that?
in the Simone who believes in you. Damn.
Kamina was the one looking up to him the whole time. It was Simone who found Lagann, Simone who pierced the surface, and Simone who would now lead humanity to victory.
Oh my God, I love this anime, bro.
At his side, who helped pull him out of his rut and kick Lord Genome's ass. But victory only lasted 7 years before the anti-spiral attacked.
Unimaginably powerful godlike aliens, the anti-spiral feared humanity's potential, what they dubbed the spiral nemesis.
Like the animation for this show is so fire too. And my OP, I got a new PC, but my old PC setup for like I had like this image that played on my what you call it, and it was Gurren Lagann, bro, the drill thing, bro. The animation, if you never watched this anime, bro, watch it, bro. This is so hard.
Now Gurren Lagann runs on fighting spirit? Turns out that's just a manifestation of spiral power, an energy that all spiral beings, like humans, have. That's right, the laws of physics run on chutzpah.
Just as the spiral turned inward represents endless obsession and madness,
Uh.
the spiral turned outward spins forever into infinity, the perfect representation of humanity's evolutionary potential.
Willpower.
Simon would use as he led Team Dai Gurren across the multiverse to take the fight to the anti-spiral. And this is when Gurren Lagann
That guy that we just seen right there,
to take the fight
this
to
guy
the
right here
anti-spiral.
clears half of the anime list, bro. Like, you think of the anime, he clears half of it. Probably like 70% low key, bro. There's only like a couple of characters who's up there, bro. Like this guy right here, just this guy alone.
And this is when Gurren Lagann gets crazy.
Channeling spiral power lets you constantly adapt to threats, no matter how overwhelming. Simone can create portals to different realities and higher dimensions.
Yeah,
He can generate
spiral power, self-repair, force field, energy absorption, reality warping, city Argorn, city size, thunderbolt, blah blah blah, space-time shattering, burst spinning punch, super damn long ass name, super galaxy Gurren, moon size, full drill, blah blah blah.
force fields, absorb energy attacks, and even merge Gurren Lagann with bigger and stronger machines.
Creating the Arc Gurren Lagann, which is strong enough to shatter space and time with a punch.
Or the
Dead ass.
Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann.
And this right here, this super galaxy, clearing half of the shit once again. Clear half of that. Like it don't look that big, but realize these little things are planets. I just want to let y'all know these little things, these are planets, by the way. This dude is he's
Which can fire lasers that are fast enough to hit, and I quote, all time, space, and dimensions. All within a Planck instant.
That's the smallest unit of time physically possible.
Meaning each laser would have to be moving 4.6 times 10 to the 117th power times faster than light.
I don't know how they do this math, but yeah. Oh wait, we're not in the right shit.
Oh, well, looks like this wins the award for fastest calculated speed feat in our show's history. Congratulations.
Did they not do
Gurren Lagann.
Flash before?
However, SpongeBob, you've been dethroned. Oh, and the
Oh wait, Sponge. Oh shit, SpongeBob.
An innumerable number of enemies across infinite universes. You literally cannot calculate how fast that is.
But it wasn't enough to escape the anti-spiral's greatest trap, the multiverse labyrinth, an attack that imprisons Simon in his own unique multiverse, forced to experience an infinite number of alternate realities that controlled his mind.
You see, I forget some of the stuff, some of the stuff in this.
And his spiral power are just built different, and after being inspired by his bro, Simon absorbed that whole multiverse to escape.
What makes this even more impressive is that this labyrinth was 11-dimensional, meaning
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Dimensional structure, several orders of infinity greater than himself.
You see, it been so long since I watched this, bro. I kind of forgot like the ending part, but this is definitely the ending part. But like, oh my god, you see, now this gave me happy because since I usually when I watch anime and I don't watch it, I intentionally don't watch it for a long time, and then by the time I watch it again, I low-key forget like half the shit that happens.
Between dimensions is basically infinite. Each new dimension adds a new direction of space that extends infinitely, thus an infinite gap in size and scope.
What?
Ultron can eat galaxies, so
two-dimensional drawing interacting with a three-dimensional.
Nah, this dude is clearing Ultron. All right, let's.
Okay. That's not too far off from what actually happened.
Because when Simon absorbed the multiverse labyrinth, he merged with every alternate universe version of himself, including an alternate universe Simon who is writing his own alternate universe version of Gurren Lagann.
What?
And that author's spiral power made his fictional Simon real, adding another to the mix.
What?
Wait, if every human being has spiral power, you're telling me we can all do this shit?
This all gave our Simone enough spiral power to form the next step in mecha evolution, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
Oh my god, I forgot about. No. All right, I thought the other one was big. I think Ultron clears too. He looks cool, so I got a glaze. Okay, but okay, I thought the other one was bigger. No. This one, all right, these little things right here are galaxies. Ultron can eat galaxies. These are galaxies. This is how big they are.
This is when Gurren Lagann gets actually fucking crazy. Like shooting missiles that alter probability so they have 100% chance of hitting you, or tossing galaxies around like frisbees.
They're tossing galaxies. Tossing them. This is how, these are galaxies that they're tossing.
Sorry, did I say galaxies? I meant universes.
Simon's power was so immense that he
universes.
Super
yeah, universes. We're tossing universes.
Space, a higher dimension encompassing our own universe.
With it, Simon turns his thoughts into reality, letting him create his mech and all of its weapons in the first place.
Not only does this mean he no longer needs co-pilots, he can also regenerate any damage done to him or his mech.
Oh my, like, look at this, bro. Hey, y'all talking about, y'all, you're talking about in the chat about goddamn Ultron. What are you talking about, bro? Doesn't Ultron thing not even work in his, like the Infinity thing don't work outside of his universe anyway? Like literally? GG's.
By willing it back into existence.
Like when Lord Genome used spiral power to survive quantum breakdown, or the time Nia, now the best wife in the universe, used spiral power to constantly regenerate her body from being erased at the informational
Wait,
level.
what? They just describing Ultron powers now? Oh no, y'all glazing Ultron. Like I know how strong Ultron is. Y'all glazing Ultron. Y'all glazing Ultron. Ultron is getting his ass obliterated. No, like not even trying to glaze Gurren. Y'all niggas getting y'all getting like what? And I know you talking about Infinity Ultron. I know about Infinity Ultron. He's not winning against Simon. What?
Straight. Information in physics is essentially the ones and
he can actually destroy. I'm not even going. I know who I'm talking to. I'm not even gonna do it. Y'all not race baiting me.
From the statistical certainty of her own destruction.
If I have spiral power, whiz, when the fuck is my leg growing back?
When even this was not enough for the anti-spiral, Simon evolved one more time.
Into Super Tengen Toppa.
I forgot he has another one.
This mech is so big.
I forgot about this one.
Literally incalculable. And with a drill somehow even larger than that, Simon and his friends shattered the anti-spiral once and for all.
Hey, cruel indifference of the universe. Meet the indomitable human spirit.
Yes, sir.
Kamina's words prophetic. That Simon's drill is the drill that would pierce.
Became the Simon that believed in him. pulled the moon back into orbit, struck all of space-time at once, absorbed the multiverse labyrinth, withstood the infinity Big Bang storm, shattered a drill trillions of light years long, defeated I don't even know how, I don't even think, for the people who's glazing Ultron, don't even know how strong that the dude that we're fighting right now. First off, we shouldn't even have won. First off, the dude that we're fighting literally nerfed himself so we could fight him. But literally, nah.
The heavens.
Well, that the size we was before was literally like the same. We was already tossing galaxies, and now we're way bigger and stronger than that in this form.
With no more worlds left to conquer, Simone chose to wander the earth for the
y'all out here talking about Ultron versus that one. This one is way stronger than that one that we just had.
In service to others.
Always looking up. For all the lights in the sky are stars, and every star another world of spiral cousins that can live free.
All thanks to a humble digger.
STTGL is larger than the known universe.
Face to face with an interdimensional vampire, alien dictators, or this one really pissed off cat, you know who to call.
The Green Lantern Corps. They're the space fuzz.
Was that the movie? I never watched the Green Lantern movie.
Force founded billions of years ago by blue leprechaun gods.
And the greatest Green Lantern among them was everyone's favorite, Hal Jordan.
Hal Jordan. What did I call him? Cal?
You might hate him, but
oh yeah. I remember everybody was getting mad at that death battle, bro. I remember everybody thought I was bad about that death battle.
You gotta respect the man with a will as unbreakable as Hal's.
Until the day his will broke.
After his hometown got completely obliterated, Hal lost his mind. He rampaged.
And I know, and y'all keep talking about Ultron, bro. I don't even think Ultron versus White Lantern, bro. Like, I'm not even talking about Simon because like my factual shit on him is kind of weird. I mean, I'm getting it from here, but off of that, I don't even think Ultron competes with White Lantern alone. Dead ass. Dead ass. I feel like y'all glazing the max out of him. I literally don't think that Ultron even goes toe to toe with White Lantern.
Killing everyone in his path and absorbed the central power battery, the literal Green Lantern,
becoming the Emerald Tyrant, Parallax.
There was only one survivor of Parallax's killing spree, Ganthet, and with what remained of his strength, he gave the last Green Lantern ring in the universe to a human.
Kyle Rayner.
So was Kyle picked for his
age 30. Oh my god, I thought bro was 20. I thought bro was in his 20s. Bro was 30. Goddamn.
Like Hal was?
He was just there.
Like Superman Asian movies. What is that? Gamera?
No idea what was going on. Must feel good being given the most dangerous magical weapon in existence to figure out on your own. Hey, if Colonel Sanders, Daffy Duck, Space Wheat, and a sentient fox can master it,
Ultron isn't all that to be honest. People overestimate him. I'm talking to an Ultron Glazer, so I kind of know. I mean, I read the comics too.
Fire energy blasts, create force fields, affect gravity, turn invisible and intangible, manipulate matter, time travel.
He is strong as shit though.
Things from existence.
Think we're exaggerating? Well, consider the time Kyle stretched the very fabric of space to increase the Planck length a billion times over. That's like stretching an inch into a light year.
Lanterns control time and space, letting them fly so fast they can create a speed force singularity.
Huh?
Into the
all right, I didn't know that.
Requires entering a higher dimension of space, requiring speeds that are not only faster than light, but totally immeasurable. And the rings have an artificial intelligence that operates just as fast, automatically protecting its user from danger.
Like the time that Poozer Kilowatt.
Oh, this is the show? I do want to watch the show.
By the crisis on Infinite Earth.
The ring is fueled by its user's willpower and limited only by their imagination.
While Hal may have had the greatest willpower in the Corps, Kyle's imagination is unmatched, probably because he's a comic book artist. And we know from this show, they think of some wild shit.
But the Green Lantern's most recognizable ability is their constructs, Kyle's speciality.
Samurai armor, pirate ships, giant dragons, actual working home computers.
They only talking about the Green Lantern. They're not even talking about the White Lantern yet.
Hey, that one looks familiar.
Kyle can make them strong enough to.
And they better not pull out bro Kyle, because I know Kyle, I think he had literally all Lantern rings at once. If he pulls that off, I ain't cap, but low-key, I don't know if that's even fair.
Spectre, who weighs as much as eternity.
Or hold back a 12.3 dimensional Big Bang. Wait, 12.3? DC's multiverse has 12.3 dimensions? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
The ring's only
Is he about to drink?
downside
Is that
it's
salt
limited
water?
to 24 hours before needing a recharge.
So it can blow up universes, but it has the battery of an iPhone. Never mind, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Although I'd say Kyle's biggest weakness was Kyle. With great power came no responsibility.
Perhaps a manifestation of Kyle's self-doubt.
Regarded by the others as a major player, he describes himself as the rookie, insecure, knowing that he wasn't selected as a Green Lantern like his predecessors, inheriting the ring instead by a twist of fate.
Any reflection came too late, though, when one of Kyle's villains brutally murdered his girlfriend,
Damn!
Alex, and put her body in a fridge.
Oh nah, you see? Dude, yo, that's crazy.
Only one traumatized.
In the fridge?
This moment was so infamous, it started the trope called fridging.
For how female characters are often sacrificed as mere
In the
plot
fridge?
devices to further a male character's development.
So it might surprise you that it happened to Kyle again.
Kyle finally got serious.
In
He
the
became a
fridge?
prominent member of the Justice
That's
League,
crazy.
Faced off against Hal, and even rebuilt the Green Lantern Corps better than ever.
I forgot how he got the White Lantern ring, though.
This torchbearer's greatest journey had only just begun.
In order to save Ganthet from an emotional lobotomy, it's a long story, he had to master all the colors of the emotional electromagnetic spectrum.
There are 7 colors, each representing
Red,
a different emotion.
white, orange,
the yellow
blue.
light of fear lets
Yep.
Kyle manipulate the worst horrors in your mind. The more scared you are of him, the stronger he becomes.
Orange light is fueled by bottomless avarice.
Yeah, I
Possessing
don't cap. I
Kyle's
like that animation for the it looks like 3D-ish. Back then they probably didn't like that animation low key.
to absorb not merely his enemies' attacks, but also their souls.
Red is rage, ripping out Kyle's heart and replacing his blood with napalm. Which
Oh, is this him having all the
sucks,
rings?
but it's
Wait, do you
metal
need to
as
have
hell.
all the
Blue
rings
light
to
is
have a
powered
White
by
Lantern?
hope and allows Kyle to heal wounds, resist mental domination, and supercharge
I think the
his
strongest ring besides the
Indigo
white
is
and black or
compassion, reducing
was
his
the blue
opponent's
one.
will to fight and letting him open portals across space, connecting him to others.
The final one was the Sapphire Light of
Who
Love.
that?
With it, he can trap enemies within crystal matrices and control their minds. But Kyle only mastered it by forgiving himself for Alex's tragic death.
Oh, self-love. I get it. Must
Self
be nice.
love,
And
love
with
him
their
so,
powers
trying to
combined,
love
he
you.
doesn't just make his enemies taste the rainbow.
The lights of the spectrum merged, and Kyle became a
Oh,
White
so you
Lantern
need all the
with
rings to
total
be a White
control
Lantern.
over the power of life.
Wiz, I cannot think of an attack more useless in a death battle than something that makes you live.
Empowered by the physical embodiment of all life in the DC multiverse, Kyle is vastly more powerful than any other lantern in existence.
Far stronger than Hal, who could harness the energy of every power battery across the multiverse.
Not only can Kyle instantly heal all wounds, purify corruption, and resurrect the dead, the white light of life is strong enough to go up against threats to all of creation. Like the Anti-Monitor.
Anti-Monitor.
Okay, so
I think I don't know if he had multiple comments, but I think actually
Totally
it
useless.
was a comic where he
Especially
was
after
Judgment
Kyle
Day
visited
or
the
that
source
the
and
Monitor.
acquired the life equation. Essentially the source code to reality, the life equation is mathematical proof that life is worth living.
With it, Kyle can alter all of
I'm thinking about Marvel. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. never mind.
reality at a whim, even threatening the new gods like Darkseid.
The life equation, like its counterpart, the anti-life equation, is a conceptual artifact from a higher reality, originating
Contained
in
a supernova, survived the Big Bang that created the DCU. Outsped the laws of physics, surpassed how Jordan powers, resisted the anti-life equation domination, mastered the emotional spectrum, defeated Wonder Woman, Parallax, Amazon, and Oblivion.
realm that is, in a sense, more real than
I'm looking
we
at
are.
survive the
it's
Big
not a
Bang
shock
that created the DC
equation made
universe.
Kyle too powerful.
He struggled to control it, and it subconsciously manifested a being composed of his fears and anxieties. Oblivion. Kyle's greatest weakness was still himself.
Kyle spent his whole life struggling with the power that the gods granted him. And
Okay, we're talking about shit that I don't know, bro.
On his back.
But ultimately, the only way to stop power from corrupting is to spread it. So
Alright.
Kyle split the life equation.
Can we
into pieces
stop
to
making
found
him
his
busted?
second core, the White Lanterns. And together, they shattered Oblivion, destroying the self-doubt that plagued Kyle once and for all.
Not bad for a comic book geek from LA.
And now he was the one giving out rings of unlimited power to people who weren't sure if they could command it.
So he told them the truth. You can't teach someone how to use such power. You have to learn yourself, making mistakes along the way.
But with the power of life at their command, there's no end to their journey, only endless beginnings.
Okay.
Hey, remember Beerus versus Sailor Galaxia? No? Well, that's because it was.
Bro, I generally don't know if Toasted is
anime, but we've got.
I generally don't know if Toasted is trolling or what, bro. Or I mean, not trolling, rage baiting or what, bro.
.gg live right now. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I'm going my boy! Hey, this is a tough ass battle.
Hey dude, Green Lantern Officer Kyle Rayner here.
I ain't crap, animation look good though.
Class A galactic super weapon, whatever that is. I'm thinking it's the giant mech. Why don't you hand it over?
Gurren Lagann's mine, officer.
Animation look good. Oh. Was that the Wii boxer?
I'm told I'm bad with authority.
Oh, headbutt.
Tell me about it. 4.
Oh shit. Damn. Wait, what he's about to combine with?
Nothing. My drill will pierce the heavens.
Yes, sir.
Tengen, Toppa, Gurren Lagann.
Wait. What form is that? Why that look like Superman?
That's really cool. I'm a lantern.
We do the impossible.
See the invisible.
Touch the untouchable.
Ooh!
If you ain't know,
Now you know.
Are they in that final shit already? Come on. Yo.
Simone the Digger. If there's a wall in my way, I'll smash it down.
Yes, sir. Come on. Oh, brother. Brother.
stop fighting. Think about your fear of death, your love of your friends, your compassion for me, your hope for the future.
Nah, we went through this already.
Choose life.
We went through this already.
Faith in the Simone that believes in you.
Come on. Come on. Oh, no. Come on. There we go.
Drill is the drill that will transcend the heavens. Giga drill free.
Come on. Ah, my God. Is he trying to go drill for drill? He's trying to go drill for drill. Yo, are they breaking universes? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
The super weapon wasn't your mech.
Oh, no way they doing this.
Then, Simone, I'm taking you in.
No way they doing this.
Blackest night. No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might.
Come on.
Beware my power. Green Lantern fly!
Come on. Oh!
You grit those teeth.
Ah! The goat! Is it?
You'd make a good lantern.
Ah!
You have been chosen.
Stop playing!
Just who the hell do you think I am?
Stop playing! Stop playing!
Sunglasses. When both combatants
Stop playing! Oh, I know, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, that's the GOAT, bro. Who do you think I am? That's the GOAT. I ain't gonna cap. I thought we was gonna lose that. I ain't gonna cap you. He was saying the whole Green Lantern shit, bro. He was saying the whole Green Lantern shit, bro. I thought that was GG's. I thought, but who do you think I am? Oh my god, great! Oh my god, bro. Let's not play it, bro.
It's hard to judge them by our normal standards. Take speed. Simone can hit an infinite number.
Yes, that's what I'm about to say. He can hit an infinite number of space. Like, bro, he can hit an infinite number at plink time. Blah blah blah. You can't even. He just said you can't even calculate his speed or whatever you call it.
Targets all at once, and Kyle can fly fast enough to surpass the normal concept of speed itself.
When you control space and time, things like strength and speed kind of become irrelevant.
Instead, let's analyze them through a lens more applicable to beings as absurd as Simone and Kyle. Their imagination,
willpower, and potential. I ain't gonna count what you potential. We winning that regardless. Like I don't even. It's not like Simone is so busted that y'all keep bringing up. Literally Ultron, like it's all for Simon. It's all about literally willpower. How much willpower this man would gain, and bro has like it's the embodiment of human spirit, bro. Ultron have the upper hand. Guess what? I won't lose. It's over.
The boundless things they could conjure to use against the other. Both could think up just about anything the other could, like absorbing each other's attacks, fighting across time, anything.
Simone did have a few attacks that Kyle hasn't encountered, like the probability-altering missiles, but it's likely Kyle could adapt considering his ring could protect against existence being erased across the multiverse.
And in general, Kyle's constructs were a lot more creative than Simone's arsenal, which
Facts.
was mostly drills, though again, nothing.
I just want to see the comments on this.
With say his energy absorption, imagination is a draw.
That leaves the other main factor for both characters: the origin of their unbelievable might, their willpower.
Willpower.
And that's really gonna be the winning factor here, since it's the source of everything for
use the Mind Stone to take his willpower away. No, you know what I mean. The dude that he was. Y'all don't watch the anime. I know about Ultron. That's the thing. I read the comics on Ultron. I know about him. Y'all don't know about this dude. That's the thing. So y'all can't argue with me because y'all don't know about this dude. I'm probably getting some stuff wrong about Ultron, but I know about both in general. I don't know if people even know about Anti-Spiral. I ain't gonna lie. The only reason Simon even win is because the Anti-Spiral literally had to nerf himself. He had to nerf himself to be on the same level as what you call it.
Whoever's got the stronger willpower wins.
Both can manipulate reality on a multiversal scale with their willpower, but we can use dimensions to roughly calculate.
And then like, oh my, oh, I gotta stop reading chat. I gotta stop reading chat, bro, because I'm arguing with somebody who profile pic is literally Ultron. I know what you call it is my favorite and one of my second favorite anime, so I have no reason to talk about favoritism, but no, your favoritism, the hell, I know the levels of him, bro. Yeah, I know the levels of him, but you literally don't know time, like, bro.
On a multiversal scale with their willpower, but we can use dimensions to roughly calculate a difference. This might sound absurd for most characters, but it's necessary for beings as beyond the pale as Simone and Kyle.
The multiverse labyrinth that Simone absorbed contained 11 spatial dimensions. That's 1.3 dimensions less than the multiverse Kyle's power can threaten.
And remember, each numbered dimension infinitely surpasses the one below it.
Which meant Kyle's willpower was stronger at a base level. However, that doesn't necessarily mean Kyle gets the edge, because if there's one thing both of these guys are known for, it's that they can always get stronger.
So to determine the limits of their willpower, we first need to understand their full potential.
Simone's whole deal with spiral power is how he can constantly evolve.
They will just evolve over and over again.
Weaker doesn't mean he'll stay that way.
That's what I'm saying, and he's literally pointing it out. He's literally pointing out it don't matter how strong his opponent is going to be, he's going to get stronger as it goes on.
Absorbing the multiverse labyrinth required Simone to leapfrog several orders of infinity in an instant. Simone made himself that much stronger through sheer force of will.
More than enough to close the gap with Kyle, especially since spiral power also lets him regenerate his body down to an informational level.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Since spiral power also lets him regenerate
Anti-Spiral virtual life form was destined to disappear with Anti-Spiral when he was destroyed. However, she had managed to keep herself alive up to the point by regenerating her body on that I know what they're talking about with this one.
His body down to an informational level. Kyle's never destroyed something that thoroughly before.
Without the ability to easily kill Simone, it was only a matter of time before Kyle's ring ran low on charge. Especially since Simone could likely regenerate for at least a week straight, like Nia did. While Blue Lantern Light could boost Kyle's power, he's never jumped several orders of infinity in strength like Simone has.
And while Kyle could manipulate emotions to reduce Simone's willpower, Simone resisting the labyrinth's mental manipulation meant he could power through anything Kyle threw at him.
Everything, that is, except for the life equation. It originated from a higher level of reality and would have more than even the odds.
Too bad Kyle couldn't control it. It was just as much a detriment to him as an asset, forcing him to relinquish it.
I need to see the comments. I want to see the comments are mad as shit.
Compare that to Simone, who merged with a version of himself, writing a version of Gurren Lagann, and using spiral power to make that fiction into reality.
A pretty similar level of reality to the life equation, and a level of power Simone had no trouble embracing and mastering by the end of his story. No matter how you look at it, Simone might start weaker, but his peak will always transcend Kyle's. Isn't that how all of Simone's battles usually go?
Wait,
anyway?
what did he say?
No matter how you look at it, Simone might start weaker, but his peak will always transcend Kyle's.
Grow stronger as he, bro.
Simone's battles usually go anyway. That's Gurren Lagann in a nutshell.
So Simone's incredible potential eclipsed Kyle, which means his willpower was ultimately greater. Kyle may have embodied life itself, but Simone's unstoppable evolution.
Let me see this. Greater rate of adaptation, superior regeneration, resists superior regeneration is crazy. Resist the emotional spectrum, counter each other abilities, weaker initially, stronger at base, more creative use of his ring, counter each other abilities, far weaker eventually, limited battery charge.
Potential would shatter even this lantern's light.
I hope Kyle at least dug the fight, because when it comes to death battle losers, he was a dead ringer.
I dead ass dog. We was gonna lose that shit.
Death battle.
Is this some Tom and Jerry? Tom and Jerry versus Coyote and what's his name?
Subscribe and join as a member to see.
Oh no, Coyote versus Tom the Cat. Oh nah. that is about to be what do you call that shit? Damn, what do you call that shit? That's about to be damn, what do you call that? What do you call that? I don't even know who to pick on that. It's literally, damn, what do you call that, bro? What do you call that when people just don't like? That's gonna be like on a scale of Scooby-Doo versus goddamn what's his name? Scooby-Doo versus Crazy Calorie Dog. But nah, W match. I ain't gonna cap. I was getting off topic because I got people in the comments. I mean, people in the chat arguing about Ultron that's not even on here. I don't even know where Ultron came from. How did he even come and play? We're watching goddamn White Lantern versus Logan. But I know it's gonna be people mad in the comments for sure. But hey, W, I feel like low-key this death battle, I could be wrong. I don't know. Sometimes death battle is about popularity. I won't even lie about that, but hey, my character won. That's all I'm happy for. You watch this on YouTube, please hit that like button. I see y'all.